समय 5-10 मिनट अझै लिने हो। स्वामीजीहरू आउँदै हुनुहुन्छ। त्यही पनि त्यसै बिचमा एउटा हाम्रो सबैको आफ्नो इन्ट्रोडक्सन कताबाट सुरु गर्नु इन्ट्रोडक्सन त्यसरी सुरु गरौँ न। कस्तो हो यो एउटा इन्टरेक्टिभ सेसन हो आजको। भोलिको मुख्य यो पनि मुख्यै हो, तर भोलि त अब फर्मल टाइपको यो ग्यालेक्सी पब्लिक स्कुलमा हुँदैछ होइन। अनि त्यो चाहिँ फर्मल हुने भयो, यो चाहिँ इन्टरेक्टिभ इन्फर्मल र अलिकति नजिकबाट यसो आफूलाई मनमा लागेको प्रश्न पनि सोध्नु मिल्ने। केही बेर स्वामीजीले बोल्नु होला, अरू स्वामीजीहरू पनि आउँदै हुनुहुन्छ। हामी चाहिँ बिस्तारै अब अगाडि बढाउनु भन्ने हो, समयको सदुपयोग गर्दै होइन। अनि महाराजको पनि भनौँ न, महाराजलाई त मेरो महाराजसित म जब एकदम नयाँ नोबिस भर्खरै रामकृष्ण मिसनमा म प्रवेश गरेको थिएँ, जोइन गरेको थिएँ होइन। त्यस बेला महाराज सायद त्रिपुरामा हुनुहुन्थ्यो, स्कुलको हेडमास्टर हुनुहुन्थ्यो त्यहाँ त्रिपुरामा। हाम्रो ठुलो स्कुल अगरतला, त्यहाँ नर्थ इस्ट इन्डिया। अनि हाम्रो त्यहाँ त ठुलो स्कुल छ। अनि त्यहाँ हेडमास्टर हुनुहुन्थ्यो। त्यतिखेर महाराजको पनि बेलु वस्त्र भइसकेको थिएन। उहाँ चाहिँ ट्रेन्ड ब्रह्मचारी हुनुहुन्थ्यो, म चाहिँ अनट्रेन्ड भनौँ न, भर्खरै जोइन गरेको। अनि त्यतिखेर सिलाङमा आउनुभएको थियो। त्यो बेलादेखिको परिचय हो। अनि पछि असनसोलमा पनि उहाँ हेडमास्टर हुनुहुन्थ्यो। हाम्रो अहिले जुन स्वामी कृपामायानन्दजी महाराज पनि लामो समयसम्म असनसोलमै हुनुहुन्थ्यो हेडमास्टर त्यहाँ। पछि फेरि उहाँ पनि त्यही स्कुलमा हेडमास्टर हुनुहुन्थ्यो असनसोल वेस्ट बेङ्गलको। अनि त्यसपछि चाहिँ ब्रह्मचारी ट्रेनिङ सेन्टर हाम्रो जुन 2 वर्षको, अहिले त 3 वर्ष 2 वर्ष र अझै कसैको 3 वर्ष पनि त्यो तरिकाले छ। 2 वर्ष चाहिँ कम्पलसरी हो, सबैले त्यो ट्रेनिङ लिनुपर्छ। त्यो ब्रह्मचारी ट्रेनिङ सेन्टरको उहाँ चाहिँ प्रिन्सिपल पनि हुनुहुन्थ्यो। अनि त्यसपछि साउथ अफ्रिका है, जाम्बिया त्यहाँको हेड हुनुहुन्थ्यो। त्यसपछि गएर फेरि मणिपुर फ्रान्स सेन्टरको हेड। अनि त्यसपछि फेरि मणिपुरमा हाम्रो नयाँ सेन्टर इम्फालमा नर्थ इस्ट इन्डियाकै त्यहाँको हेड हुनुहुन्थ्यो लामो समयसम्म। अनि त्यसपछि अहिले चाहिँ आँटपुर भन्ने ठाउँमा हुनुहुन्छ। आँटपुर चाहिँ भगवान् श्री रामकृष्ण देवको जुन डाइरेक्ट डिसाइपल स्वामी प्रेमानन्द महाराज, उहाँको जन्मस्थान हो। र स्वामी विवेकानन्द र आफू गुरुभाइहरूले जुन 24 डिसेम्बरमा सन्यासको विधि सङ्कल्प जहाँ लिनुभएको थियो, त्यो आँटपुर त्यही ठाउँमा लियो। र त्यो सेन्टरको, त्यो आँटपुर सेन्टरको अहिले वर्तमान चाहिँ अहिले त्यहाँको हेड हुनुहुन्छ। अरू पनि धेरै हो, मलाई त जति आउने अलिअलि, किनभने लामो समयबाट मेरो चाहिँ एकदम पुरानो। फेरि म महाराजसित त्यति फर्मालिटी मेन्टेन गरेँ एकदम। अरू 2 जना महाराजहरू अलिकति सिनियर भएको हुनाले, अझै बढी सिनियर भएको हुनाले अलिकति फर्मालिटी, उहाँसित चाहिँ त्यति धेरै चाहिँ त्यो छैन, खुलेरै बोल्नु छ। र त्यति नै महाराजको। अब महाराजले पनि केही परिचयपछि आफू बोल्ने क्रममा पनि केही होला। अब चाहिँ मेरो विचारमा सबैले यसो 1 मिनटको सर्ट इन्ट्रोडक्सन यहीँबाट सुरु गरेर होला। नेपाली, हिन्दी, अङ्ग्रेजी जुन भाषामा, अङ्ग्रेजी कि नेपाली कि अङ्ग्रेजी हिन्दी जुन सबै भाषा अहिले वर्तमानमा के भयो के विषयमा? साइन्स, सोसल साइन्स।
Subject?
नमस्कार, मेरो नाम मित्रबन्धु पौडेल। म पनि एकाडेमिक छु। म मिडल एजेस कलेज अफ म्यानेजमेन्टमा प्रिन्सिपल छु, 18 वर्ष रहेको छु। काठमाडौँ युनिभर्सिटी स्कुल अफ म्यानेजमेन्टमा पनि म त्यहाँ डिस्ट्रिक्ट गरेको छु।
नमस्ते सबैजनालाई, म चाहिँ नितेश कुमार सर। म पनि एलएससीमा चाहिँ फुल टाइम फ्याकल्टी, फिसुमा चाहिँ टिचिङ फ्याकल्टी।
नमस्ते, म केशवराज पाण्डे मानिसहरूमा बस्छु। त्यहाँको कमिटीको मेम्बर पनि हो, एडोटी मेम्बर लामो टाइमदेखि एन्टरप्रेन्योर।
I'm Manoj Vishwakarma. I'm the alumni of Ramakrishna Mission School, Arunachal Pradesh. And I'm also the working member of Ashrama. It's very pleasure to have me in Ashrama. Principal of the United Students. Yeah,
उहाँको परिचय उहाँ आफैमा एउटा परिचय हुनुहुन्छ। प्राध्यापक डाक्टर शङ्करराज पन्त। यो जुन श्री रामकृष्ण वचन सुधा भन्ने पुस्तक छ, यो गस्पेल अफ रामकृष्ण, त्यसको नेपाली अनुवाद 15 वर्ष लगाएर उहाँले गर्नुभएको। त्योभन्दा अगाडि चाहिँ उहाँ त्रिभुवन युनिभर्सिटीमा म्याथमेटिक्सको प्रोफेसर प्राध्यापक, फर्स्ट पिएचडी इन म्याथमेटिक्स फ्रम नेपाल। अहिले मैती देवी नजिक म जन्मिनुभन्दा अगाडि।
नमस्कार, म प्रकाश राजदेवी, पेसाले म चिकित्सक, मुटु रोग विशेषज्ञ। साथी नै हुन्छ डक्टर मित्रहरू हुनुहुन्छ। पहिलोपल्ट यहाँ आइरहेको एकदम अध्यात्मको चाहिँ म विद्यार्थी हो, जिज्ञासु हो, खुसी लाग्यो पहिलोपल्ट सबैजना।
फेरि यो चाहिँ पहिलोपटक, अब पटक पटक from Bangladesh. But this was
नमस्कार।
शर्मा, घर चाहिँ बालबटाको, तर अहिले हाल चाहिँ अमेरिकामा बस्छ।
अस्ति ठाकुरको जन्मतिथिमा एकदम एक्टिभली इन्भल्भ हुने हाम्रो टिममा भुषाल अगाडि परिचय दिनुभयो। अनि यो बाबु होइन, अनि यिनीहरू सबै लगभग यो एक्टिभली इन्भल्भ हुने हाम्रो यहाँको चाहिँ एक्टिभ भोलिन्टियर जेन्जी ऊ पनि त्यही हो। ल भन
नमस्ते सर म सरोज कुमार अहिले चाहिँ बेलुका 10 तारिक आएको पढाइ लेख्नु हस्पिटल पढेको होइन अहिले चाहिँ प्लान
नमस्ते दादा म सक्सेस पक्रेल तर मलाई बोलाउने नाम डाक नाम चाहिँ सफल हो। म हाल चामुनारायणमा बस्छु। मैले आइटी विषयमा अध्ययन ब्याचलर्स सकेर अहिले हाल
He is very well versed in Ramakrishna Vivekananda and tradition. So and regular visitor.
मान्छे डलरमा म चाहिँ अहिले ब्याचलर इन इन्फर्मेसन टेक्नोलोजी
They are all active volunteers. उहाँ हजुरको हो।
रिटायर भएर ढिलो भएको यहाँ मार्केटिङ गरिहाल्नु त्यो स्वामी विवेकानन्द सातवटा स्पिच चाहिँ हिन्दीमा नागपुरको महाराजहरू गर्नुभएको मैले नेपालीमा गएको
अनि उहाँको त काठमाडौँ चाहिँ नचाहिएला कोही एआई हुन्छ अनि नेपालमा तपाईँको अनि नेपालबाट बक्सरको ओलम्पिक गेम पनि रिप्रेजेन्ट गर्नुभएको नेपालको अनबिटन बक्सर। अनि अर्को परिचय चाहिँ अब यहाँको रामकृष्ण मिसनको भक्त र अहिले चाहिँ हाम्रो यो रामकृष्ण मिसनको कमिटीको भाइस प्रेसिडेन्ट।
Swami Shubhavratananda ji, he was in Purulia, then he was in Asansol, then he is posted to Russia, he is stationed in St. Petersburg in Russia. He is the head of that center.
Head and tail.
I think both the Maharaj and both the Maharaj, this is maybe 3 years back, then last year, 4 years back, then last year also they came. Oh, that's right. Maharaj came last year also, then this time also. So several times they have been to Nepal.
So I should make myself introduction.
Yes, yes. We miss many things.
We are missing many things, so I should mention
Yes,
myself to fill up the gaps.
yes,
Connect the dots.
yes, Maharaj.
Huh?
Yes, Maharaj.
So thank you all, my Nepal ka friends and devotees. Native village, and I feel very happy to visit Nepal, Ashram. तो बात नहीं हुआ, लेकिन नेपाल को उससे कनेक्शन हमारा जिंदगी भर ऐसे ही है, हाँ, क्योंकि कृपामायंद जी उनका साथ और उनका दूसरा तो भाई है, उनका प्रमोद महाराज, इन्होंने साथ हमारा बहुत प्यार था पहले से, तो इसलिए तो क्या होता है लिंक जितने हमारे जन्मांतर में कोई ना कोई घाटी हो जाता है, डिलिंक होता जाता है, फिर भी मौका आएगा तो फिर भी मिल सकता है। तो ऐसा मिल रामकृष्ण परमहंस देव के लिए इस बार मेरा ऐसा हुआ मेरे कुछ मालूम, जैसे कि सहोदर भाई है ना, सहोदर टू ब्रदर्स सेम मदर, सहोदर भाई है किसको बोलता है संस्कृत में, तो सहोदर भाई जैसे है ना, एक कृपामायंद प्रमोद महाराज ये सबके साथ हमारा ऐसे ही रिलेशन इससे भी ज़्यादा ही है। 14 भाई के साथ तो साथ तो लेके तो फिर टूट जाता है रिलेशन, लेकिन ये भाई इतना ही बड़ा है कि उनका साथ संबंध कभी भी नहीं टूटेगा, जन्मांतर में भी मिलेंगे। ऐसा भी हमारा रिलेशन का नाम पीरियड से चल रहा है, नहीं जानते। कभी कभी इरिटेशन अंदर में इरिटेशन क्यों इतना आकर्षण, इसका मतलब यही कानूनी जन्मभूमि का सरकार जहाँ भी रहोगे वहाँ का अच्छा बढ़िया क्लाइमेट, अच्छा बढ़िया खाना पीना पढ़ना, रोड एक्सेट्रा एवरीथिंग, it is nothing. Only it is Mother's land. Yeah, it is our country. We cannot compare it with anything else in this world. So रामचंद्र जी का रामायण जब पढ़े थे ना, अध्यात्म रामायण, आप लोग क्यों कौन पढ़े थे अध्यात्म रामायण? हाँ, आप भी।
Yes, the very popular Nepali Ramayana translated into Nepali by Bhanubhakta. Actually, who created modern Nepali language through that Ramayana. That was the free translation of Adhyatma Ramayana. So I think everybody is in Nepal very familiar with this Adhyatma Ramayana through Bhanubhakta Ramayana.
भानुभक्त रामायण जैसे बांग्ला में है ना कृतिवासी रामायण, हाँ ऐसे होता है वाल्मीकि रामायण।
भानुभक्त रामायण in Nepal is the translation of Adhyatma Ramayana, not Valmiki Ramayana. And that was written by Vedvyas, not by Valmiki. So I think that is the.
तो अध्यात्म रामायण डेवलपमेंट जो लिखा ये हमारा 18 पुराण सत्य है, मेन पुराण, and then 18 उप पुराण, minor पुराण. Among them it is one of the ब्रह्मवैवर्त पुराण, उसका अंदर में ये है और ये बहुत बढ़िया है। समस्त वेद वेदांत उपनिषद गीता भागवत जो है ना, उसका निर्यास अर्थात रामायण है। मैंने अभी इसको पढ़े हैं, तो इसका लिए मैं इंस्पिरेशन, तो रामायण का देश है ना, राम जी का देश है, लुम्बिनी सीता माई की, हाँ तो उसका लिए अभी तो इंडिया में तो रामचंद्र जी का शासन कर रहा है, पेट तो अयोध्या है, पंजिया है, सारा भारत, हाँ तो ऐसा इंटरेस्टिंग। मैं तो रामायण अर्थात रामायण वाल्मीकि रामायण थोड़ा सा पढ़े, तो रामायण का तो हम क्यों कर रहे हैं? रामी जी संबंध बोलने से जो ऐसे अच्छा रामी जी हमारा मॉडर्न रामचंद्र जी है ऐसा। मैं आपको बोलना चाहता है कि मैं विवेकानंद मॉडर्न इनकारनेशन रामकृष्ण विवेकानंद, उसका दिशा जो है आप लोग तो पढ़े हैं ना, वाणी रचना और ज्ञान योग से विवेकानंद, उस किताब नहीं पढ़े तो किताब कीजिए इधर से, इंग्लिश में है, हिंदी में भी है, नेपाल में भी बात लिखित है। राम विवेकानंद इसको इनको इंस्पिरेशन, सोर्स ऑफ इंस्पिरेशन, सोर्स ऑफ लाइफ ऑन मॉडर्न टाइम। हमारा डाउट young men having their own individual doubts, and also the elderly men, they have their own, another doubts. All those doubts, who have studied Ram Vivekananda, a little Gyan Yoga, some lectures on Vivekananda gives. Those these lectures are delivered in London, New York. Those lectures are compiled. then it has been, it has come into right as we can do. Very inspiring. Swami Vivekananda's Patra, letters of Swami Vivekananda. Who might have not read him, somebody have read. So it is interesting also, inspiring also. Every line of the letters, sometimes he wrote it to his Guru brothers, other disciples. Sometimes he wrote it to inspire the South Indian friends, devotees. So this is whatever he is planning lectures from Colombo to Almora, what would be our future India, how he had fixed his goal of future India, and how to reach that goal, that method also he had composed his plan of campaign, plan of campaign lecture. He lecture, the letters of Vivekananda from Colombo to Almora, Indian nature book, Surajita. So, one message is in India. Any householder, a political man, a serviceman, a teacher, a student, whoever. Anyone, whoever, in what field, in whatever field he may be, but if he studies these three books, I always prescribe, you will yourself solve your own problems, and that will help to solve your friends and your neighbors' problem also. Though there is no need to go somewhere else, there are having some stones, some which covers these, say, all doubts and so kola, those stones, it is on type of, let them do their own business. But why we should go? We have studied Vivekananda, we have read something, Gospel of Ramakrishna. So they are our all pathfinder. They are all our guide, philosopher, friend. So let them solve all those troubles and problems. So we should ask them, it will come answer in its own way. So you should hold on that Ramakrishna Vivekananda for this modern, to remove this modern people's doubt, then you will be able to realize what you want, what should you do, all those things automatically it will take place. So if there is a question, answer session, so I forgot that actually. So thank you all.
And his Swami Kripamayananda, and he was in Ashrama, Purulia. अनि महाराज पुरुलियामा त्यसपछि असनसोलमा रामकृष्णसम्म अहिले चाहिँ क्यानाडाको टोरन्टोमा हुनुहुन्छ उहाँसँग म जब एकदमै नयाँ भर्खर जोइन गरेको थिएँ त्यो बेलामा महाराज सिलङमा आउनुभएको थियो रामकृष्ण मिसन सिलङमा जोइन सेन्टर अनि उहाँ चाहिँ हामी एकै ठाउँको भनौँ हुन त सन्यासीहरूले आफ्नो भनिन्छ नदीको मूल नसोध्नु सन्यासीको फुल नसोध्नु त्यही के हुँदो रहेछ भने आफ्नोपन भन्ने कुरा जसरी पनि आउँछ होइन अनि त्यो बेलामा चाहिँ महाराज पनि यतैतिरको हो भन्ने मलाई थाहा भएको थियो अनि त्यो बेलामा महाराजसित नेपालीमै कुरा गरेँ अनि महाराजले मेरो लागि चाहिँ स्पेसल त्यो बेलामा प्र्याक्टिस अफ प्रेजेन्स अफ गड बाई ब्रदर मसिनो किताब थियो त्यो किताब मलाई महाराजले लेखेर दिनुभएको थियो अनि त्यसपछि चाहिँ अब परिचय चाहिँ छ जहिले पनि र लाइक महाराज इज अ मेन्टर फर र यहाँ पनि आश्रममा बसेर इज फुल्ली सपोर्टिभ एन्ड 3 years back with the support of Maharaj, guidance, support and all these things. Vice President Maharaj also came and there was a program for initiation. And last year also Maharaj came, but somehow I had to go to therapy because centenary was there. So that time I missed Maharaj. So maybe something more Maharaj will include, maybe if something more is to be told, Maharaj will tell. And I request Maharaj, please, a few minutes, tomorrow also Maharaj will be there. And today also Maharaj, please, 2 minutes.
So it's wonderful to come back at home like that, and to meet you all again. I see many new faces and so happy to see that. And we are 3 months that come from very much not always possible that 3 months can go on a vacation like this. It was a real pilgrimage for us, and those there were holidays, 3 holidays, and we fully utilized. Yesterday we went to Pashupatinath, we were walking and came back walking, and a lot of walking we did. And I have a walking measurement on my face, and it says 22,000 steps I walked. That was my record one day. That was done in Nepal because of election and all that thing. So it was wonderful. When we came at the airport, it was a great reception. Apaji was there, and another gentleman.
He is there. He is from Air India.
Air India,
and from inside they received Maharaj, all the Maharaj.
Yes, they were all inside. Very close to the airport. As soon as we entered, we were received. So it was very rare. So wonderful we feel. And Swami lives in Russia. So it's very difficult for him to get together. We all made the plan, Swamiji, can you come? We would like to visit together. So we're great friends. He's senior to me, but he considers us as his friend. And Swami Devapriyananda was a successor in Asansol. He's a very good administrator. And during his time in Asansol, the school got the best results, 100% first class and star marks. So far, the best result during his tenure. Very efficient monk, organizer and administrator, very loving job. So we all are together by the grace of God and the invitation of Swami Kathmandu. We all have come. And thank you very much for inviting us with the support of all of you to come here. So we feel very blessed and very happy. Enjoying wonderful atmosphere, this weather, very good, neither it's hot nor cold. Not even raining, so we enjoy very much, very nice thing, hospitality, good food, friendly smiles everywhere. So we were very, very happy to see the community. Thank you so much for giving such an environment and your beautiful very and it's all that Ashrama and Swami lecture that we all are trying to be a better person. Spirituality is to change ourselves also. It is transformation, that is the meaning of spirituality. And words of Swami Vivekananda from basic human beings like Homo sapiens, like animals. So we need to culturally, emotionally, intellectually transform ourselves to become real human beings. Animal life is only self-centered. Human life is when we share ourselves. That's self-centered, other-centered. And when still there is development, they call being divine. So from animal to human to divinity, and the divinity that is in us. When we totally dedicate ourselves for the service of God, we present this creation of human beings. Swami Vivekananda always emphasized the very core of Vedanta, that I believe in that God whom ignorant call human being. That's what he said. Every human being is the reflection or is the manifestation of God. So like that, if we can serve, treat, behave every human being as if we are meeting divine. Which divine? The divine that is in you, which is your own nature. I am divine, you are divine. We are all one. We are all one family. When Swami Vivekananda said in the Parliament of 20, feel that he was really brother of everyone, and everyone was brother and sister like him. So this feeling of Vedanta
where one feels oneness with all. That is great impact in life, and that is the real going towards truth. That is real manifestation of spirituality. That is the real goal. When you can find oneness with the whole creation and even beyond, oneness with God, that is our goal. And that can come through study, practice, service. So these three are the three. So these four paths are important to manifest our reality. That's what called four yoga. Dharma yoga, Jnana yoga, like that, we do all the four yogas. So that will be the our reality. So this is my brief introduction of Vedanta and myself. And then I will request European
Speak for something, then afterward, if they have any question, you can put my focus.
We were going to bring our Assistant General Secretary. He's my friend. So somehow he couldn't come. He said, I'm not able to book the ticket and all that. So last moment he said, I'm doing well and I cannot go. But I will find a replacement that will be suitable like me. And whom we found a replacement? Swami Devapriyananda. So he represents Assistant General Secretary, very senior Swami, very high in our hierarchy for orders, and very good administrator as a whole. So, and I request Devapriyananda to introduce. So let me introduce Devapriyananda. He was in, he joined in Vedanta and was the headmaster for many years in Agartala. There also did wonderful work. I knew some students in Toronto. Then when I was going to Canada, when they posted me to Canada, they brought him from Agartala to Asansol. And Asansol, in a stint of like 5 years, more we were there? 7 years. He just changed the school. So beautiful. And sometimes he said, you did the groundwork, I just made this home on that, edifice on that. He says, but his work was wonderful. And from there, he was sent to, after he was so wonderful work, he was going to of course, the training center. To train, after training the students, they very much taught him to give the responsibility of training the brahmachari, who would become the monks, who would serve the order. So he was posted in that position. From there, they said, for the Usaka in Zambia. So he was head there for 2 years, then for some time to Paris, in Greece, in France, and then he's now head of Antpur Center. Antpur is rural center of Bengal, where Ramakrishna mission's origin started, where Swami Vivekananda, and 8 of his other 8 brother disciples, they all vowed that they will renounce the world and become sannyasi. So that was the case for Antpur. Then the birthplace of Swami Kripamayananda, now Swami is in charge of that Antpur Center. So Swami Devapriyananda.
I pronounce to Thakur, my Swami, the Holy Trio, and the Swami Maharaj, and namaskar to all of you. The problem of love is there. Even the one-eyed or blind person may be called the lotus-eyed. If love is there, so they are praising like that. I am thinking, anyway, it is their love and affection I am receiving. I am the end of the line. Previous Assistant General Secretary Maharaj, he had a cataract operation, so he couldn't. So I will ask, I am not a person to replace him in any way needed. Even then, as I am fortunate. 4 years ago I visited this place. At the time, very weird. Vice President Gyaneshwar came here, gave initiation to some devotees, and I was there with the team. And that time I received Pushpana, and this time also again I have the opportunity with Maharaj. What we have already learned where we were moving on. today something happened, one incident. We went to one temple, you know, between this Priyash and we thought to take one group photo. So if one of us takes the photo, then he will be in the behind the camera. So you are thinking to whom we can call. One lady was there and she was smiling at us. Then she was kind enough, agreed to take the photo. And we were asking from where you are. The same city where you live. She is Russian and from the same city, St. Petersburg, and she showed her photo with Maharaj in her mobile. See, this is you. Where is Russia, where is Nepal, where is Kathmandu and the temple, Nilkandashi? So, really it is a round.
The earth is round.
Earth is round, yes. When we read Swami Vivekananda, Maharaj already mentioned the Advaitic standpoint of Vedanta. He wanted to present it in the modern ways. Vedanta is not only Advaita Vedanta, Dvaita Vedanta, Mishra Dvaita, 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 Shuddha. There are so many are there. Vedanta philosophy, the same mantras, the same Vedic text verses can be explained from various angles, and the different philosophies came up. Shradarshana, we know, Astika Darshana, Vedanta philosophy. But as Ramakrishna saw and experienced, all are there, we can experience there. And a Vedic standpoint, that experience comes at the last, at the end, where oneness is experienced and where nothing else remains. But all of a sudden we cannot attain that stage. We must be prepared to attain, to reach that stage. So our body, mind should be tuned. And we must shed off all the negativities and blemishes. As Ramakrishna gave the example of the lantern, in our childhood days, nowadays lantern is not very common thing. After a few years, maybe a child will go to the museum to see, what lantern was. It gathers soot, black soot. And if it gathers more and more black soot, then the light inside burning, the wick is still burning, but we can't see the light. But when the black soot is removed gradually, the light starts appearing. And it appears fully when it's very clean. So our mind is, our past sanskaras, so are the dirts of our mind. As the top example of philosophy is the mirror, full of dust. If dust is there, then the reflection is not well. If it is removed, dust is removed, it shines. So is our mind. So if we can remove that dust, the past sanskaras, bad sanskaras, and gradually we maybe any yoga or the culmination of all the yogas, that's what we have done, made the symbol of Ramakrishna Mahamishna, you know very well, the symbol. It symbolizes the Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Raj Yoga, all together. So somehow we have to reach, as Ramakrishna said, God realization is the ultimate goal of our human life. So we can try our best. We may belong to any profession, we may be sannyasi, we may be grihastha, we may be of any profession, but yes, we can try to lead a spiritual life, beautiful life, and we can prepare ourselves for the enlightenment. Journey should be there, it may be long, it depends on God's grace, true, but we must try our best. So, if you have any question, please, it may be an interactive session, we can try. Any question?
So, any question? regarding spirituality, whatever you spoke. What happened? Okay.
What kind of evidence
So there was a room, like everybody's room, we call it Thakur Ghar, where the photos of all the deities and others are placed, and the elders, grandmothers and others, they used to wear lamp and do puja. For the whole day, the old people, they are almost engaged the whole day in that way. And we are also there. But I found the largest 3 photos of Thakur my from. That was from the very beginning I saw. These are large, very big photos. All photos of the Durga was there, Shiva was there, Kali was there, Lakshmi was there, Saraswati was there, so many. But the large, big photo, biggest photo, Thakur my from. That was the beginning. Then gradually with the elders I started coming to Vedanta. So I was in my school days. So beginning I was coming with them, then I grew up, then I started coming alone and came to some Swamis, the old monks, the disciples of direct disciples. At that time, when we were in college days, there were many Swamis who were the disciples of the direct disciples. Mother's disciple, Raja Maharaj Swami, Brahmananda's disciple, Shubhavratananda's disciple, Gyaneshwar's disciple, Shivananda's disciple, so many, Abhadananda's disciples. So they were old and we were very young. And with the introduction of the old Swamis and Sadhus, I fell in love. That is the answer. And when the university studies were over, of course, then assistant general secretary Maharaj, who used to look after the novices, you will fail in the exam, so you want to become monk. No, I won't fail. Keep the money in your pocket. If you fail, I will send you back. I won't spend money for you. You have your own money back home. Then I showed yes, he's there. That is the way it started. Like God says to you now.
So, since yesterday I was always busy watching election and election. Also, I was very education and all these things. And my command. And how I was born in Kathmandu and I taught all villages and models or city of God. How I learned about nowadays I'm sitting with some Sanatanis, some Nara, shifting away. That pushes technology going. For younger generation, how to bring them about the start fulfilling work. What kind is the right way now, strategy of thinking, so we can stop there. 2.7 million youth are all our youth are outside. What is the right way now this one? How can I do
Yes. So only for community still, maybe they have changed the conception other things. We are feeling, in Nepal thing. And the point about the good and evil is so old. It happened in the days of Ramayana, happened in the days of Mahabharata, happened everywhere, in every age, and it continues. So, if you think, as Swami Vivekananda says, maybe utopian idea, that on fine morning I find everything fine. So, reality. But actually, we must prepare ourselves for the betterment, to realize the light inside. And our Sanatana Dharma gives us enough freedom, not like other faiths. We must follow this, otherwise we are outcast. Our Sanatana Dharma gives us freedom every way. We can realize through different activities, different traditions, but we must realize it. As Swami Vivekananda says, religion gave very beautiful definitions, one-liner definitions. Even for religion of Swami Vivekananda gave several definitions. One, the shortest one is religion is realized. Unless it is realized, we are the unless it is realized, realize itself. So, something of besides third reason against reason. Some say the degradation of our race, our nation, is not because of our religion, because we are not following our religion. Our religious text, we are not following them. Our text says God is everywhere, but we are always fighting with our caste, creed, all these things, with demeaning others. So we can't show love and affection and respect as Swami Vivekananda emphasized. Shiva Jnana Jiva Seva. That's Ramakrishna said. God is everywhere. Serving is not only the serving, it is the worship. So if we can truly follow as Ramakrishna showed the God, as Vivekananda showed the line of thinking of God, if we can try to realize it and perform it, then certainly as an individual we must be enlightened so, as a society we must be enlightened more, and the whole nation will rise following our religion. Not that we will go astray, we will drift away from our religion. We can follow the religion based on Vivekananda's message and what he wanted to see. When he sees with the rotten apple, we cannot judge an apple. There are many rotten apples. But doesn't mean that all the apple trees are producing only the rotten apples. So there are good apples too. We must have the taste of it, we must know how to taste it. So the religious texts, as Ram said, sand and the sugar, both are there together. We must get out the sugar grains, not the dust. Similarly, in our scriptures, Balita Chinite Mishamishi Haya, sand and sugar is mixed together. But we must know how to separate it in the good portion of practice so that we can be better human beings. And if all the people are thinking the same line, as to the whole society, realized. I can give you one example. Why I am saying this? I was in Zambia, the African country, for 4 years. And in the beginning I found not a single black people are coming to our center. Gradually I started interacting with them. And some bishops, some fathers, some church goers, ladies and gentlemen started coming to our center. Some people started coming to our the class also. And every year, and the Sankalpa Divas, Yaga Prata Sankalpa, some people celebration of Vivekananda, at the regular Vivekananda, all Divas, Narayana Datta, Babura Maharaj, all the guys, so 9 were together. And in front of the Guni fire, the house of Kripamayananda was asked to go. Under the sky, days after days, nights after nights, we were discussing the scriptures and stuff, many other things. On that particular night, there is not they will leave the light and they will sacrifice their life for the society, for enlightenment. Then came back after 2 days from January 24 December. January 1887 onwards, they started taking sannyasa. Gradually, one by one. Then becomes Vivekananda, Ramakrishna. So this date is observed everywhere in special importance. In Zambia also we started the same thing. And it happens to be carol song and other things because Christmas Eve. But we were talking about Thakur's message, Swami's message, Holy Mother's message, Rajamar's message, and other things. Every year. And only the black people were invited, except a few Indians. The fourth year, like previous years, some students were led by their teacher and he told me 2 days ago, we want to have one small drama. And what is the drama? This word? Very short play. And then it is very short inside the temple. Already there, big hall, we are all sitting. Audience was there, full of the black. Brahmins, indigenous. It is a declared Christian. So 4 students wearing one yellow shirt, one red shirt, one black shirt, one white shirt. And the simple thing was told, you may be a white man or yellow man or black man or brown man. We are all children of God. Same God. So, as Siddham told, you may call water as water or pani or aqua or other, but it is a water only. So those things they heard. So yellow man means the Chinese, brown man means the Indians, white man means the Europeans, and black man means the Africans. So we are all children of God, and we are one, we are not separate. So that message entered into their head, and in a Hindu temple, in their shrine, they were not forced to do all performances. Their teachers accepted the views. The students are playing, enacting a drama. And 4 years back, the first we were observing, it's very difficult to bring the students. And some students told, we do not know how much a problem they face, our teachers, to bring us here. One class 9 student told me. Because our parents were not ready to allow us to enter one Hindu temple. And our teacher somehow made them understand, oh, it's Hindu church, you must go in here, do all these things, very difficult. And after 4 years, Now they response, happily, they started coming in, they accepted the ideas of Devapriyananda, Ramakrishna. So that oneness, that is the need of this age. We say Yuga Pravartaka, Swami Vivekananda, Sri Ramakrishna, Yuga Avatar. So this age needs this message. It is a Vedantic message, but it was placed in such a way that it solves the problem of the 21st century. And let us not fight to say, then actually the question is, why should I not fight? What is the reason for the economic development or our political inclination or whatever it be? If we can reach that divineness, that oneness, irrespective of any tribe, any caste, any color, any geographical entity, so if we can spread this message and we can practice it, then only. Otherwise, that's not going to solve World War. Europe is standing on a volcano, they into Iraq and have erupted. And it is said that not a single family was there in Europe, whole Europe, not a single family who did not suffer in the two wars. Every family suffered, somewhere or other. So we are always on the top of the sleeping volcano. We can realize it and practice it, and that is the message, that is the heart of all the people. Then really we can live happily. Otherwise this skirmishes will continue. As the force says, skirmishes will go to be a war always. This is some skirmishes. Maybe a long answer.
Any Krishna is two concepts. So I'll talk in mixed language.
Nepali, sorry, even Hindi.
Hindi. When I introduce myself, I told that I'm just beginning. I एकदमै सुरुवातको spiritual journey. I had to be ढोकैमा उभिएको छु, ढोकैमा आएको छु. This is my first visit to this ashram. Although I heard about this ashram many times to my friend Dr. Paul. He has been with me for around 40-50 years. Even when we were in Russia, at that time Soviet Union, in Ukraine, Armenia. Even at that time, we found office of Sri Ramakrishna Ashram. Armenia. At that time, it was in 1978, 70. There was some point. There was some, contact. Since then, I have been listening about Ramakrishna, about Swami Vivekananda. Yeah. So many years have passed, but still I am at the beginning. I have listened to many very Swamis in YouTube. I love listening to Swami Shubhavratananda. How he explains in a very, very simple way about Vedanta, about Vedanta. My question is, I am a person who is busy examining the patient I wish to enter the journey of spirituality. I don't know how to enter. So I need some tips. Some tips so that I can enter this spiritual journey in the right way. I have been invited to so many satsangs,
so many religious groups. Also, I listen to them. I can't differentiate. What are the differences? Everybody talks about meditation. Everyone talks about devotion. So, for my mind, which is already bored in such a way, I'm already 67 years old, and I try to find search scientific evidence for everything. Because being a student of science, so just let me know, just guide me the right way to enter, to travel in the journey of spiritual. So you got my point?
Yeah, so let me try to find a way out for you. That way you give the reference to Swami Sarvabhyamananda, and let me give examples from his own experience. He was once traveling by plane, and the security person, the security, he asked, he saw Sarvabhyamananda, he knew, and said, can you teach me how can I practice spiritually while working? Sarvabhyamananda gave very nice answer. He said, which God you like most? Who is your Ishta? He said, Hanuman. So then what you do, you check every person that goes through the gate. You have to check with the Christian. So when you check every person, think that, and when you check every person, then at that time you mentally offer a flower to Hanuman. Offer a flower to Hanuman mentally and to check it. So next person comes, again offer a flower to Hanuman. So his word was becoming worship. Every person comes and he is offering flowers. So for you also, because you are a doctor, and patients come to you, you have to read the patients, you have to treat them. So whenever you meet a patient, just think that the patient is not a human being, he is God in the form of patient that has come to you. Whenever you touch his hand and try to feel it body, or try to feel his heart, you feel that you are checking God himself, who has come in the form of a patient in person. But he is in fact divine. And you are treating God who has come to you in the form. So that attitude will change. You will find great respect in your heart for every person. You will, instead of saying, oh, so much of work, so much of treatment, that time, it will be an opportunity for you to treat the patients because you feel everyone is divine, God himself come to you. And you will find joy, and you will, your attitude, your behavior, your feeling, your bliss will emerge from your treatment. That is what is called dharma. So that way you can become spiritual without even praying, meditation. That itself is complete. Work is worship. How our progress in spiritual life comes? You have to work and worship. Work for God, forget God, and then come to the home and do worship. And you say this to the temple. Then work as worship. Then work becomes worship. Work is worship. That's how the evolution of spiritual practice. So that will be wonderful for you to practice Karma Yoga or the divine practice. If you can. So taking from person who hear a lot. I heard from one of his dogs. That's a wonderful suggestion or prayer or wish to have something that we can try to create good behavior and good thought from very young. That the process that Ramakrishna Mission had. Ramakrishna Mission is overloaded with the request to have a center all over the world. In India itself, there are 500 centers for all land and facility and means, financing. They are all saying, please come send some monks and start a center. We don't have to do that. But this Ramakrishna Mission is very, they have very interest in Nepal. One reason is Sri Ramakrishna's very close friend or Vishwanath was Sri Ram, Captain Vishwanath. Sri Ramakrishna held him very high esteem. He was such a devoted, true devoted heart, he and his father. There are many instances in the gospel of Swami. And some Nepali girls went to the Gyaneshwar, who had a wonderful answer given to Sri Ramakrishna. With whom should I get married? What is my own person? So he was very impressed with that. So Ramakrishna So now the problem is the Ramakrishna mission starts, the work starts. Local people, they build the thing and show the interest, and then they request headquarters to come and guide and all that. So for that, now we have a new government, we will have a new government soon in Nepal. And everyone is very hopeful of this government. It is honest, really loving the country, do things for the benefit, upliftment of the country. Every country is rising. In Nepal is also rising. But we want it to rise with a greater pace, higher speed. And maybe that will happen. That is our faith. So maybe government has some idea of let's give it this and they invite it. Our schools in India also were requested by government. We have very good schools in India. They're all first government approached us, we'll give you land, we'll get a house, just you take the administration and try to do it. And our students are so wonderful. Yoga is quite famous here. So yoga also all done by the yoga I think is done by the public, but others in West Bengal are done by the government, the then government. So like that, let us hope and you all approach, can you find the land. The government of Arunachal Pradesh, just recently they get some land and requested Antpur in very remote area called Kathmandu. Arunachal Pradesh is very remote from the mainland, northeast. They have, Swami went there, they built up a building and recently, 3-4 years ago. So one is we have really good school and our very basic is how to inculcate the discipline and fellow feeling, self-reliance, respect for all people, respect for all religion. That is our move. And that we do. So they are also interested. One is the school, another is the hospital. We have very good decent health system here, no problem. School is really a very good proposal.
We have always affiliated center here, and we have the land also. Only the organizational things have to be taken care of.
We are working on this. We are already now, let me introduce our Manoj Vishwakarma. He is the product of our institution, nursery to class 12 in Arunachal Pradesh, Along. And he is in our management, this executive committee. And already 2-3 sessions we have discussed how to start school here. So it is in the pipeline. So I think with the help of actually government should be supported. If we try to open one school and then keep on then Ramakrishna mission will not done that. It should be totally autonomous, like no government body should interfere. We will follow all the rules of the constitution of Nepal. But in India you see all the centers, the administrative head, principal, or even university vice chancellor, all monastic monks. Other faculties may be from like householders and from anywhere in the world. But main administration is looked after by monks. And government of India is very cooperative. even our university is totally autonomous. So if that kind of full autonomy is given to the Ramakrishna Mission and supporting also, government should support. Otherwise it is very difficult. Like we are not going to do business out of it. So it will be kind of a charitable institution. Not means it should be affordable to everyone. So that is why still we are now trying. We are on the so we are exploring all the possibilities. As per the government's policy here, one embassy, one school. That is the policy. Like US embassy, they have one Indian school. British embassy, they have one British school. But the Indian embassy, they already have so many CBSE schools. Kendra Vidyalaya, they are boarding university. So already 14 to 15 CBSE schools are there. So they have exceeded the limit of one embassy, one school policy. Now we are trying to find a solution for that, like how can we
This is not
This is not
Indian Ramakrishna mission.
This is Nepali school.
Nepali school is Ramakrishna mission.
If it is a Nepali school, we can immediately start. But if we have to make it a CBSE school, then it is very difficult to do.
But it is Ramakrishna mission, it's not the Indian school.
Yeah.
So Ramakrishna mission has no school. You are talking of the
No, maybe for starting Nepali school, problem is we don't have enough member who are monastic. So all the monks, they are so constitution of Nepal will not allow. It has to be supported by Indian embassy, then only we can. Because the funding has to be done for Indian embassy. And Indian embassy will only fund CBSE. And another thing is, we are trying to let us see, if government of Nepal tells, okay, we will give you full autonomy, yes, you can learn on your own, then it is okay, but you know that if you government and everything you approach now, that is different thing. Up till now we know that even for small work, without driving and all these things you cannot do the work done. After from there I have all these things very difficult. And Ramakrishna mission is strictly transparent and straightforward. No. We are talking about school, formal school, class 1, class 2, class 3, that type of school, not just a school to learn spiritual independent. Formal school.
I like to follow because the mission is running very good school.
Once you have a Ramakrishna mission school, then automatically spirituality comes. You don't need to, like I think about Ramakrishna mission school, he knows better than I do because he has been the student of from nursery to 12. I came from outside in Arunachal Pradesh, like almost all the ministers, all the government officers. When you go here, everyone is from. So we don't have any problem anywhere in India. Because our employees everywhere. So let us
there in the
60 years. But you recently
5 years ago.
I missed that one. I recently had a 60 years later. I visited here. Now, Swami.
It was 50 years ago. 2016.
Our Honorji is very experienced and he is already principal of one school. So he can explore. He's in our so let us go. With the effort of this we are not
One thing is, we need more monks in Nepal so that we can go for Indian board. Then chain of monks, who will take over. So that is more important. So a special office to inspire your children to become monks. That is a special target. And send them at least. One thing is, nobody can force anyone to become something, but you can send your children or youngsters so that from that group maybe one or two they will get inspiration. Because monk culture is very much in Nepal. Only they are not connected to Ramakrishna mission. But monk culture is there. It is Nepal has produced so many monks. So it is there.
Swamiji, why is there age limit?
Because to maintain the quality, because we have to see monastic life is very difficult. I think maybe not will be able to. The Ramakrishna mission, it's not organized. Everyone has to organize. Not only prayer and meditation. You do work, you strengthen the body. So, and the process of training is 10 years. So you join one time, and after 10 years you become monk. So that's why there is you have to join in when you are young, so that you are trained well, then you can work for the society. Few times there. Our 28 years, most of the time, age. When you join 28 years, you become 28. After how many years you live? 70 all the time. So that much work you have to do in the society abroad, and you have to work hard, play hard, be very simple life.
स्वभाव पनि त्यस्तो हुँदो रहेछ है शान्त हुनुहुन्छ
Mind is not in his body. He doesn't think it's for the bodily enjoyment. It's very unique to his life. That's
मैं जाऊंगी वहाँ गुरु नहीं है ना गुरु होने के लिए वहाँ वहाँ नहीं है आपकी बेटी है भिजा कीजिए ना
He is the creator of this whole universe. Maya. So Kali is supreme. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar come under the influence of power of the Kali. Even all avatars are by the power of Kali. Kali is that. This is the point. Ramakrishna Kali is Brahman itself, which is acting. Brahman, Brahman when active, I call Kali. Brahman when inactive, I call Why it is active and inactive? It is same. When you perceive Brahman as actively engaged in creation, that is when Brahman is considered to be no change. I understand that Kali is Brahman himself. Knowing this, I've given up anything like karma and other righteousness and good and bad. Everything is the play of God. Nothing is this Kali, who is the Kali of Brahman, or spiritually the God. Yam is the important part of the Ramakrishna Kali, not the Kali. And there is the concept of Yada Yada Dharmasya Kali. People say that whenever there are 10 times I will come, whenever there is a decline of Dharma, I embody myself. There is maybe another reason. Krishna I say this is Jamundri, what do you see Krishna say? Go here and see. And Krishna says there are all Krishna hanging here. These Jamundri were not Jamun. It was Krishna. It was God ready to our avatar. It is not fruitful. It is God coming. Avatar is coming down. Avatirna. When it becomes Avatirna is avatar. I think God is coming from heaven to our world. So fruits are ready to come down whenever needed. So there are there are so many of God is ready to become avatar. Like we believe Jesus Christ was an avatar. Wherever you find manifestation of divinity, super divinity, we also say out of 10 avatars, like Shankaracharya. Many people believe so you can believe seeing their life and their
it depends on it. It's not strictly that you have to have everything avatar. But that is the scripture. In that way, in Bengal we believe Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then avatar, Sri Ramakrishna, then avatar as Maharaj Prabhu. There was a picture of Ashrama, Swami, and other stars. There is no doubt that they are not divine, so they are all divine. Yeah, when you have personal service status, from whose mouth no false effort escapes, no unbroken comes, and that person himself confesses that he was Rama was Rama, then there is no doubt. So when Jesus said, I and my Father are one. Now, let's believe these things. When he said that, it is not to impress some people or it's all the truth that is come. So we accept that. Ramakrishna Mahaprabhu, Antpur became out. Once Swami Vivekananda came back from the west, and he was in and then he looked at the Gyaneshwar, started shedding tears, and said sorry to him. He said, oh, even a joke, whatever came from your mouth, was not true. What had happened is, Ramakrishna had said, oh, day will come when you will sleep on a bed, which is the cushion of 1 cubic height, half. Such a high cushion who sleeps. That was unbelievable. So Swami Vivekananda came from the west, the devotee sent his bed, and also a mattress. And he measured that it was really actually 1 cubic, a heart. So then he used the when he said that he didn't have to impress people or say something that he
कैसे हम तो यहाँ आते हैं अभी कैसे है अभी
पुराना आश्रम से आपसे मेरा जुड़ा हुआ
to accept as avatar the person himself then another thing is supported by the scriptures. What are written scriptures about incarnation of God? Especially scriptures like Bhagavad Puran, Chaitanya Puran, something like that. There, what is the signs of avatar? So it should be supported by scripture. Then the great saints later on afterward also to accept. Ordinary people may emotionally accept. But person like Devapriyananda will not accept. Till last he fought that no, how can he be incarnation of God? And finally accepted, of course, after a lot of all this things. But even during the life of Ramakrishna, that when he was doing sadhana, Vedavi Brahma, a great scholar of Vaishnava Shastra, Tantra Shastra, and Guru of Ramakrishna, she told, I find in Ramakrishna all the signs which were visible in Radha and also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were considered as incarnation of God. For example, all the Bhava, Mahabharata, all signs I can see, and on the basis of my own scrutiny, because she is seeing Ramakrishna firsthand, her own disciple, like she made Ramakrishna practice Vaishnava sadhana and also Tantric sadhana and great scholar. But she declared that yes, Ramakrishna is incarnation of God, but only I declare that will not do. So now I challenge all the scholars, great scholars of this country, whosoever. So there should be one conference of scholars organized. There should be one scholars conference organized, and in that conference, let somebody put forward their opinion, whether they agree to my saying that Ramakrishna is incarnation of God. Then all the great scholars like Vaishnava Charan and many, they came to Gyaneshwar, and there was one conference organized by Mathur Babu. So that was organized, and they came 3-4 days before also, some, just to taste, because on that day, just seeing we will not declare, or we will not give our opinion. So 3-4 days before they came, they met Ramakrishna, and after lots of scrutiny, and on that day they told, we gladly accept the view of Bhairavi Brahmana that Ramakrishna is incarnation of God. And one of the great scholars, I think Maharaj remembers name, Narayan Shastri. Narayan Shastri, he came later on, then he told, oh, they are told that you are only incarnation, but I see that you are so great that so many incarnations come from you. Like that. So, Ramakrishna himself told, and those who are very adept in scriptures, great scholars, they also accepted, and sadhakas, great saints like Ramakrishna, Swami Devapriyananda and other great scholars also. Even at present days, like Raman Maharshi and Narayan Guru, one great saint of South India, I read it in a book, The Light of the Modern World, by Swami Bhajanananda. It is mentioned there. Some of our monks, long ago, they took one picture of Ramakrishna, that picture in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, which is inside. And Narayan Guru, he was a great South Indian saint. He did not know about Ramakrishna. He has never seen, not even photograph. And they took it to him. And our Ramakrishna Mission monks, they told, what is your opinion about this picture? Then Narayan Guru told, a great, highly adored, great saint of those days, he told that if Brahman himself, the supreme reality Brahman himself is to take human form, then it will be like this picture. So even now, great saints, even realized souls, even Maharaj mentioned the name of Kripamayananda, who is very famous now, that he is a both dignified here, and who lives in Vrindavan. Habits continuously, that becomes your character. So this is one thing. So always, Swamiji says, always do good, think, always positive thoughts. And another place, Swamiji says, he alone lives, who lives for others. The rest are more dead than alive. So these are wonderful sayings of Swami Vivekananda. Like it says, the remedy for weakness is not brooding over weakness, but thinking of strength. Teach of the strength which is already founded. So each quotation, each saying of Swami is very powerful, and that is for the youth reading Swami Devapriyananda, even small books like letters of Swami Devapriyananda as Maharaj told, and lectures from Colombo to Almora, and many other books. So wonderful books are there, available literature. One book is Education, there also wonderful book, one of my most favorite books. And it's a wonderful evening, and I am very grateful to
Big gallery.
for the big gathering of yours, yes, surely, and for all the Maharajas, Swami Kripamayananda Maharaj, and Swami Shubhavratananda Maharaj, and Swami Devapriyananda Maharaj, and other devotees. Actually, so many devotees, they have also come along with Maharaj, and so tomorrow, of course, morning Maharaj is Swami Devapriyananda Maharaj is leaving tomorrow morning, early morning for Calcutta. But our two Swamijis, they will be there. Tomorrow we have, formal public meeting time. It is also a kind of special satsang. Today is more interactive. Tomorrow is kind of a lecture time, but tomorrow also there will be question and answer also. And I hope all of you please come tomorrow along with your family and friends. No number restriction. Let us make tomorrow's also program like today. I did not expect such a big gathering in our ashram. This is a really wonderful big gathering. And tomorrow we need at least 200 devotees. So please come along with your family and everybody. All the youth, please, today some of the youth came late. Our group, please tomorrow 3 o'clock, everybody should be there. And my thanks and pranams to all the Swamis. Anybody wish to make pranams to Swamis, they can come forward. And afterward we have evening prayer, and evening prayer is there just after 15 to 10 minutes. I think it's already time prayer, just behind time. After within 10 minutes there is prayer, evening prayer. If you can stay for the prayer, that's wonderful. Otherwise tomorrow.
आप जा रहे हैं?
नहीं, ये तो एक बार
তুই ঘুমিয়ে গেছিস সেটা আমি বুঝতে পারছি कैमरा ऑन है, इसको भी बंद